It's me, host Superstar. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got. It's Morbius. Michael Morbius. Probably one of my favourite vampires in all of Marvel. It's Michael Morbius, the living vampire, prowls the night, tortured by his life-sustaining thirst. And no, he doesn't have suction cups in his hands. That was just for the television series. Damn you Fox kids. Weirdest thing ever. This is a proper vampire that bites people. And in fact, he sometimes, if he, in his olden figures, even had a melty face. Melty face! Melting! If you know what I'm talking about, if you saw that figure. And if you haven't, then this figure, oh by the way, can do this. Sorry, I'm a little bit giddy. But today we're going to be doing Michael Morbius, guys. I can't stand that other Michael Morbius. Back up now. Stand, damn you. I've got some of the older Michael Morbius figures that we've had over the years to look at as well, to compare him to. And of course, I want to do some head swaps with the older Michael Morbius Marvel Legends, so we'll bring him in as well later on. But for now, here he is, guys. It is Marvel Legends' new version of Michael Morbius from the VenomPool wave. If you haven't seen my other reviews in this series, I've reviewed Carnage, and I've reviewed VenomPool, and I've reviewed the movie version of Venom, and I'm going to be doing Ghost Spider very soon. So stay tuned for Ghost Spider. I'm also going to be doing some head swaps and things with her, because I've got some Gwen Stacy heads and things to use, so we'll take a closer look at her at the time as well with some nice head swapping action. But for now, let's do Michael Morbius. So, I love the artist rendering on the side, by the way. I can't wait for the movie with Jared Leto. I think it's going to be a great movie. And of course, we've got no label at the top, surprisingly. Not even the Spider logo. Not sure if that's a misprint box or whatever, or whether they were going to include a Morbius logo, but then the movie got delayed. Just seems weird that it's one of the only Marvel Legends I've ever seen that doesn't have something on the top. But it is from the Morbius Living Vampire range, and you can see that's the logo for the movie, so it's not a part of the Venom wave, interestingly enough. This is from the movie. But this, it does definitely look like to be the cartoon version of the figure rather than any form of movie version. This definitely does seem like a cartoon variant, sort of a modernised version of the Night Stalker Michael Morbius, maybe from that Night Stalker era. I love the artist. Oop, I love the artist render on the back of the box as well. That's very nice, and I've kind of already read this out to you. So let's go ahead and break him out of the packaging. I was looking through my figures actually, and I noticed Ghost Spider. I didn't take out the katanas for the VenomPool. So his sword and katanas and back piece is still in the Spider Gwen box. Ghost Spider box. Alright, so he doesn't come with any accessories on this figure, it just comes with the basic figure itself. No accessories, no bats, no moving face, no suction cup hands. You know what, on the Spider-Man card backs that they've been doing for the classic Spider-Man figures, I'd love for them to actually do a proper Morbius version, you know, a proper Morbius from the cartoon. So I'm going to do that one day and the box is going to land back on my head. I can see it coming. Alright guys, so here is Morbius out of the packaging. First of all, loving that face sculpt. His hair's like all the way back, so it does look like he's kind of sort of swooping down and his hair's sort of gone up a little bit. That face sculpt is very nice though. This is definitely a more modernised version of Morbius. Not sure if it is meant to be the movie version or not. I can't quite tell. It definitely looks cartoony to me though. I'm going to take the cape off just for now, just so I can have a proper closer look. So the figure itself, the head is on a ball joint, so you can make it look up and down, left and right. The arms do lift up at this side hinge and do also rotate. There's rotation at the bicep. And we have double hinged elbows that hook all the way around. And the hands are on ball joints as well. There's a lot of clicking going on, which is great, so he doesn't feel like it's going to get loose anytime soon. You can crunch him forward on his waist, abdomen and back, as well as the waist swivel there. The legs do lift out all the way, which is nice, as well as forwards, backwards. There's a top thigh cut there, and there is double hinged knees on this as well. There is a boot cut on the figure as well, and a rocker and pivot for the feet. And it does actually have holes in his feet, should you wish to use a display base. Nice. So the costume itself is all black. He's wearing like a, I think that's maybe like a vest top on there as well, and he's got like some ruffles and tassels and things and zippers. Very gothic-y looking. This cape as well is just a push-back cape, similar to the one that we had for this Morbius. The best part is we can use this new cape with the old Morbius if you should wish to. That does give him a nice caped appearance here, in keeping with the cape that did come with the original Michael Morbius figure, which is here. I'm not sure if that head pops off this one. I don't think it does because of the thing. But it would have been nice to be able to get the cape off of that figure actually and see if we could use it on any other figure. But yeah, it does give him that same sort of appearance there. So I kind of like that. And I'm liking the new hands as well. The new hands are a lot nicer than the previous ones. One thing I want to try though. Can we get the head off this one? Yes, head pops. Head pop. Ooh, so there is the new Michael Morbius head on the old Michael Morbius body. But what I want to try... Yeah. I actually like that, you know. The old Michael Morbius head on the new Michael Morbius body is even nicer. I like that a lot, you know. The hands, how easily the hands pop off? Quite easily. I'll have to use some hot water to get the hands off that one. That one's well truly stuck. I'm going to try and do a little bit of a hand swap. But I like that. I like that version of the head on this body, you know. If it had a big long red cape, it'd actually look like Dracula, wouldn't it? But yeah, that's very cool. I like that Morbius head on this body actually quite a lot. I don't know, that new Morbius head does suit the old body quite well. If I can just get that cape to go down a little bit more to allow for his hairpiece, if I can just iron that back a little bit, which wouldn't be too much to do if I just had some hot water. I could push that back. There we go, I'm doing it myself now. Look, if we just warp that plastic a little bit more. There we go. Yes, if you could do that to push it back, put the headpiece in. I don't know, I like that a lot more. Anyway, I'll post some photos up on Instagram for you guys if you want to get a closer look at some of these head swapping out, a bit of fun. Then definitely check out the Instagram. You can get a link in the description or follow me at SuperSorrel to see those, because I think they do look good actually on the different bodies. They do suit. So you could swap them back and forth and create different versions of Morbius. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to head on down to the desk cam to give you guys an up-close personal look at Michael Morbius. Alright guys, so here is Michael Morbius out of the packaging. So this is based on the sort of upcoming movie version and the more modernised versions of Michael Morbius. I remember Michael Morbius from back in the days of the Night Stalker comics with Hannibal King and all those storylines, and also I remember when he was hunted by Blade. That crossed over into a television episode of the Amazing Spider-Man TV series. Was it Amazing Spider-Man or Spectacular? The 90s Spider-Man anyway. That was kind of where that came from, and they made that really cool episode with Blade on his motorcycle and stuff hunting down Michael Morbius. But Fox Kids and the people who made that cartoon basically gave him a very weird suction cup hand because they didn't want an actual vampire on television, which made it all the more weirder. But Morbius, the living vampire, has been around for a very long time, including in the Marvel Monsters comics from back in, or magazines from back in the early days. He did feature as a part of the Marvel horror lineup as well, featuring many times in Dracula and other comics. Obviously, more recently, they've crossed over with more modern comics like Avengers and things like that, and more Spider-Man and stuff. And he's even had his own comic run as of recent, of last year or so. He had his own comic run, which has now ended up with him having his own movie with Jared Leto playing Morbius. We should have had that film already, but you know, we're still waiting on it because of the COVID situation. And IGN actually ranked this, Michael Morbius as the 19th greatest villain from the Spider-Man franchise. Dr. Michael Morbius is a PhD MD and has been
been pictured many times in the comic books for Amazing Spider-Man. He first came around in number 101 of October 1971 and was created by Roy Thomas, originally designed by penciler Jill Kane. But despite his initial status as Spider-Man's horror-based rogues, he went on to do a lot more of being a bit more of a brooding anti-hero more than anything. So that's kind of my insight for you on Michael Morbius. Like I said, he's one of my favourite villains or anti-heroes in the Marvel Universe, and he's always been very, very misunderstood. This costume is very new to me. I'm very much used to seeing him in this costume, so I do like doing the head swap between these two figures, because I think this new head swap does look very good on the old body. And I'll be posting up some pictures from Instagram for you to show you that, so please check us out on Instagram if you haven't already. And this is the amazing one that we got. I think this is from the Amazing Spider-Man range, or it was a very old 90s Spider-Man series, and if you left, it was infamous because if you left the face in the sun too long, it would melt because it was made of a very soft, so I think as you could open his mouth, he goes, yum, 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 yum. And he did come with some bats as well, but I haven't been able to locate those, but I do have them somewhere. But I thought I wanted to get a shot of all three Morbiuses stood side by side, guys. Because, like I said, my favorite vampire villain. I wish they would give us a more up-to-date version of Dracula. Really would. That would be really cool to see. Or even to go with these, I would love to see them do a version from the from the 90s television series, like I said, on that famous Spider-Man card back. I'd love to see that. That'd be really cool. But this new figure itself has been well painted. There's no black on the white or white on the black. It's been very well crafted. There's no plastic warping. They have given the plastic more of a dark blue than a black look, which is very much in keeping with the colours for Morbius. And again, they've given him a lovely purple cloak, which I've used on both figures, and it does look nice on both of them. I was trying to say that I wish I could get the cloak from this figure to come off, because you know what, that'll look really cool on their backs as well, with it blowing in the wind. But guys, which is your favourite of them three Michael Morbius figures? Let me know. Do you like the very past, the kind of present, and the future? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
So guys, what are your thoughts on this Morbius figure? Let us know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video today, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us, it really helps us out and helps us to keep making awesome videos. Also, these people get an awesome subscriber shout out because they left a comment down below. So these people got a shout out. If you want a shout out in the next video, then make sure you give us a comment down below and you might appear in the next video. Also, by saying, can I have a shout out? That really helps as well because I know to put you up. Guys, also, if you could hit that subscribe button if you are new around here, it really does help out. Like I've always said, I don't ask for any money from you guys. I don't accept donations, and I don't do anything. You know, I never do a Patreon or anything like that, or pay to view stuff like other YouTubers. I solely rely on the money that we get from the ad revenue. So if you guys could subscribe, that really does help us out. It does tell me that over 60% of my audience isn't subscribed still. So it would be very awesome if you hit that subscribe button. It's free to do so. It doesn't cost you guys anything. All you need is a Google account to be able to subscribe. And it would really support this channel. Imagine if 60% of my audience suddenly subscribed. Wow. And we are closing in on that 30,000 followers gap, guys. So that when we hit 30k subscribers, we will be doing an awesome giveaway, and it is a sponsored giveaway. And I want to do it for Christmas. I've been saying for a long time I wanted to do it for Halloween, but we couldn't quite get there. So hopefully we can reach it for Christmas, and I can do an awesome Christmas giveaway as a nice way of giving back to you guys after this god-awful year. But guys, what are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear back from you and everything you guys have to say, and I'd love to talk to you in the comments, so please leave us some comments down below and we'll have a conversation about this awesome Morbius or whatever else is bothering you out there. And thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host, Super Sorrel, and I'll see you in the next video. May the Force be with you.